What would it be like to be able to dive deep into someone's soul? To be able to see their final moments, how they died? Would it be scary? Would it be sad? What if we could just materialize into one of their fondest memories and see how happy they were? As in doing so, we could just understand what makes them tick, smile, cry. What if we had the capacity to journey through one's soul and witness what makes them human? Hmm? This is the main premise of Soul Hackers 2. Welcome everyone, I'm the Gamer on a Budget, and I'm gonna talk about Soul Hackers 2 for Xbox One in my new segment called You Are Ringo, a super intelligent and complex construct made by the Sea of Information AI called Ion, with the sole purpose of stopping the impending apocalypse. To that end, you must protect a few people from forces that wish to bring the apocalypse about in order to recreate the world as we know it. Working along with you is Fig, another of Ion's construct, who aids you in the mission acting more as intelligence. Both Ringo and Fig look like humans due to Ion's mission requiring them to blend in with mankind, and more specifically, with the Devil Summoners. Along the way, you meet Devil Summoners such as Arrow, straight as an arrow type of guy, Melody, one of my favorite characters out of any Shin Megami Tensei game, and Saizu, the comic relief and a genuinely nice guy. All key elements in stopping the impending apocalypse. So Hackers 2, plot-wise, succeeds in everything that Shin Megami Tensei 5 failed. Yes, I know they are from different series, but they are all Shin Megami Tensei games. There is the apocalypse, the demons, the sense of impending doom and dread. But the plot does not shy away from the fact that its main characters are the key. And that's why they are the main characters. Shin Megami Tensei 5 simply put you in the role of a new messiah-ish, and we just accepted it. The character had no real agency over any of his actions. It was just there as a piece of gameplay, as we say it. Soul Hackers 2, on the other hand, gives you Ringo, a very talkative and interesting badass woman / curious child amalgam. Ringo constantly jokes about being born yesterday, which is fascinating. While I was playing the game, I was constantly contesting the super intelligent adjective that she uses to refer to herself and also to Fig. But then it dawned on me. She is a super intelligent being, but she doesn't have the experience to understand how complex humans are, or can be. Both Ringo and Fig are able to soul hack, which is as literal as it sounds. The game gives an interesting view on what a soul is, as in, they say that the soul is a collective of information and data that a life accumulates. I loved it. And so the soul hacking sequences are some of my absolute favorite moments in recent RPGs. JRPGs, to be more specific. The soundtrack is so ethereal, and the scenes are heartwarming and heartbreaking. To witness Arrow's love for a friend, or Melody's moment of spicy intimacy, or even Saizu's sweetness and like how he falls in love, will make you smile as much as it will make you tear up. And you are going to tear up. It's impossible not to in this game. Seriously. To me, however, the star of this game is Fig. Erica Mendes' voice is such a nuanced character, because we don't play as Fig, but she's constantly with us, acting as this game Navi or Tattle from Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask. Fig sees the world very differently from Ringo, even though they were born at the same time by the same means and with the same purpose of existence. And that is the beauty of this game. How plural we are, even if we are or were supposed to be or to act the same. How our points of view, our opinions, thoughts, how we laugh, cry, love, lose, are not right or wrong, they just are. In making the game about protecting its characters to stop the apocalypse, Soul Hackers 2 achieves a level of intimacy between players and characters rarely seen in modern JRPGs. For, for you to understand, like, I love JRPGs. I have a channel dedicated to RPGs, and I really love JRPGs, but I have a feeling that us players don't necessarily bond with the characters. Yes, we see their story, but we don't see them, their moments. I think it's the fact that in this game we actually journey through their souls. So I love that, and I think that JRPGs nowadays they are more about the world rather than the individual. So it's a nice change of pace, a nice change of scenery when it comes to Soul Hackers 2. Ringo sees the world as a kid mesmerized by the colors of the twilight and, therefore, wants to protect it. Whereas Fig sees the world as a kid awed by the kindness of its inhabitants and, therefore, wants to save it and wants to save them. Gameplay-wise, Shin Megami Tensei 5 is much superior if compared to Soul Hackers. Because Soul Hackers 2 is a bit clunky at times. And there are so many loading screens, oh my god. It's never ending, you know. And also, I am sick and tired of having a party, but only seeing the main character walking on the maps, you know. Even if Ringo's outfit is just incredible, which it is, but you know, this game is from 2022, so you know, uh, the battle system is a cross between Personas and the Shin Megami Tensei main series, and it's serviceable most of the time, but I think it tends to go more on the easy side. It's still challenging, as any Shin Megami Tensei game should be, but the random enemies, the random encounters, and the dungeons are a bit repetitive and can get on your nerves while you're trying to explore. The fetch quests are there, and they don't add anything other than some side bosses that not necessarily add to the plot. But they're not really required to finish the game, but they are required to uh, they are required for you to unlock the best ending. What I really enjoyed was the Soul Matrix. 5 floors of increasing complexity that represents the layers of the soul. At the end of each floor, you witness a cutscene that better develops the character, and they're just so beautiful. Melody, for example, has one of my absolute favorites. Also, uh, they are they're not like they are. The Soul Matrix is an extra dungeon, but you go there in story moments. But to go deeper into it is like more considered like a side mission, you know. Uh, Overall, I'd like to conclude this video talking about what, to me, is the reason why this game is absolutely worth the investment. I have two reasons actually, and they are both, in my humble opinion, um, engraved on its game score. The first is that it doesn't matter how, when, and where someone came to be. You will never get to know anyone until you make the effort to do so. If we treat others only based on our experiences and knowledge, and most of the time our pain, only based on I and my, we're never gonna know or understand anybody. It it doesn't matter if you're supposed to have the same purpose in life. Our complexities can be only comprehended when we make the effort to stop seeing the world on a first person basis. Because, and here is the second reason why this game is worth the investment. Ah, in this ugly ass world, but also so intricate and full of wonders, we can't just let a moment of pain define our existence and how we want to see and live our lives. A game that sparks in me all those emotions and thoughts is absolutely worth the investment. I give Soul Hackers 2 a solid 9. Thank you for watching, and leave a comment down below. What did you think of Soul Hackers 2? Also, don't forget to subscribe for more content. I'll see you all. Bye bye.